Hey guys, I'm PSN COMMUNITY. We are back again with another video, and I'm very excited to talk about my review for The Walking Dead, the final season, episode 3, or Broken Toys, it is known as. And there are many good things in this episode, and there's not many downfalls. There's only like one big problem I have with the episode, and that's probably going to just be frame rate mostly. The frame rate was really bad at some times. It wasn't like all the time, so it wasn't really a big complaint. It only happened to me about twice, and I can't really complain about it because they use like an old engine anyway, I'm pretty sure. And it was mostly when you had like train up the walkers if you didn't want to kill any for James, if you didn't want to piss him off basically. But yeah, that was like the only thing I mostly saw out of it. That was like the only time it framed rate, and then like when I got onto the boat, it framed rate not too much, but it dropped really bad. But it wasn't as worse as the James thing when I had to train up the walkers. That was the only one where it dropped down to about 10 frames, which is really weird for me. I didn't really had frames that low before, and yeah, that's like my only bad complaint about the episode. But other than that, there's so many good things about this episode, why I love it, and the reason why it was such a strong episode. Now, for episode 2, we last played back in November, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it was November. I don't even really remember when we last played the last episode. It was about November. It's about... Wait, it's actually September. I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure. I don't know when it was. I think it was November. But the main thing from there is that you had to pick who got captured and everything. So I obviously saved Violet. Her character seems a little bit stronger than Lois. That's the main reason why I did that. I like Violet's character just a little bit more. This episode actually like surrounded you with all the characters, which is pretty cool. It made you talk to every character, which is like finally a better thing in the episode because we learned a thing about Ruby and stuff like that, which I felt like we should have like gotten to those characters if they're in a season. The only person we really don't know much about is Sim and Omar a little bit. I mean, we obviously know like Omar's like I don't know really what to describe him, but we obviously know. No, I'm sorry. Omar is basically the chef, and then the Sim we don't really know too much about. But that's really cool too, obviously here. I just hope, like after the boat blows up, obviously, I'm going to talk about spoilers here. I think on next episode 3, I'm going to give my predictions, or episode 4, actually the final episode. I'm going to give my predictions probably out tomorrow or Friday, but that's like another thing I want to talk about also. There's many cool things with AJ, which I'm happy about. They kind of like pushed AJ's character a little bit more. I know he's like obviously the main character with Clementine, but they pushed him a little bit better, obviously. He does a little bit more gruesome things. You had to pick choices with him if you wanted him to, you know, become good or evil, if that makes sense. Like, you had to pick if you wanted him to be, like, the good kid or the bad kid, obviously. Like, at the end of the episode, you could choose to kill Lily or not, let him kill her. I didn't do that. I just didn't personally like that. Yesterday, when I did it, the percent when I did that, it was at, I believe, 42%. So, I'm hoping today, or, like, when I probably do the next time I do it, I'll probably get a live stream all these episodes over this weekend. I hope the percent's a little bit up higher because I don't know why people would want to kill Lily like that, but but the only reason I think they did that is because they want James to stay alive. That's my theory. Cause I like James, but is it worth him being pissed off at you? You know what I'm saying? James is a great character they added on, obviously here. He's my favorite part of this whole season, to be honest. Even though he just came in episode 2, he's an amazing character. I don't know. Even if you go with bad AJ, I hope that he's still pretty cool. I don't know. I really like his character. I just don't want him to go right away. I just felt like he should have stayed alive. I don't know. It was kind of dumb to me, honestly. Because the thing about it now is just, he turned his back on Lily, then he got killed. I was just like, why would he even do that? But, it's just a weird part of the episode to me. I don't know. I guess he doesn't know Lily, I guess, as much. But there's a lot of cool Easter eggs, too. They talk about Richmond and the coast up. And that kind of like shows that Javier's group is still fighting, it seems like now, which is kind of crazy to me. I thought he was done with all that, but hopefully we learn more at the end of the season, or the next episode, the final episode, we kind of learn about Javier's group or something. Just a little nudge towards that little Easter egg, something like that would be pretty cool. Maybe even Krista, for that matter. That would be cool if we ran into her, maybe saw her as a walker. Something like that, just to get, you know, a clearancy, if that makes sense. Just to see what happens there then. Because we have some characters that are still like out there. Like Molly, I believe her name was in season 1, I'm pretty sure her name was. I'm pretty sure that was her name. But overall, there's many great things in this episode just from the Lee scene. I almost said Lee and AJ, but the Lee scene was awesome, obviously. You got to have Clementine have like a dream and talk to I keep saying Lily now. Lee. And that was just a great emotional scene, kind of. It was just like, that was awesome. We got to see him, and Dave Fenno came back to talk with that. That was awesome, I thought. It's just the Lee scene was awesome. It was about like 5 to 6 minutes. You got to talk with him, talk about like what she has to keep doing. We saw her as a kid, and then he kind of saw her as, I think she's about 17 now, Clementine, where she's been in the world for 9 to 10 years. So, I mean, over this time, it's a great episode with that. I love that part. When you go into the boat, which was awesome, that was my favorite part of the episode. Now, you have tons of choices on the boat more than anything else, obviously, even though it's like the end of the episode, but you could obviously choose to kill someone on the boat, or you could just shoot him in the leg with a bow and arrow. It's up to you. I hope this changes don't really affect AJ. I'm hoping it didn't say anything in the left-hand corner. It didn't say anything about that because I was dropping people with the bow, and I was just like, I hope it doesn't do anything. But it was really cool. We got to see Minerva too, her character. Her character, obviously, we know what happened. She killed her sister and everything like that, which is really dark, honestly, for Walking Dead. But who knows? I hope we get to see her character again. Maybe we get to kill her or something like that. I think that's what's going to happen in the next episode, or she blew up, obviously, with the others. But that's going to be my prediction. If they did blow up, that's going to be one of my predictions. I'm going to talk into that. But there's so many other good things with James's character throwing like the walkers on the boat, which was awesome. I love going in there, taking them out. We got to see what happened to Lois or Violet. There were really gruesome things, like for mostly Lewis, he got his tongue cut out. I was like, Jesus Christ. And yeah, that was really it was really graphic overall. I didn't know what to really say there, but overall, great episode. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. I loved it more than last episode. I think this was just like a little bit more action here, more interaction, which I loved. I loved the part where you're Clementine and you're basically a whisperer. She put the mask on. You got to walk with the walkers and hit the chandelier. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you understand my review, 9.5 out of 10. And I'll probably have my predictions video coming out this week, probably tomorrow or the next day. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, boy.